how the ESG executive with the technology providers and regulatory bodies to ensure that the organization can stay ahead of coming eco-design regulation and the DPP. How they can work with such providers as, for example, Protokol is.
Yeah, I mean, just reach out. Ultimately, we are happy to inform companies about what's required, and that is outside of what we're selling. So we are engaged in helping the market kind of develop and prepare, and then of course we have the solution to meet the needs there. But ultimately we are engaged in really building a sort of information sharing economy with respect to preparing for the ESPR compliance.
So besides the implementation of the technology, you can also advise the companies with the whole process and how they should implement it with the company.
Yeah, absolutely. So on a basic level, in terms of just understanding the legislation on a general level, we provide that. Anyone can book an introduction call with me, and I'm happy to answer any questions on that. And then in addition to that, we do provide a range of kind of consulting services to help different companies prepare, engage with stakeholders, like we talked about earlier, being a challenge. We're really working to kind of work around that to help companies get their organization on board and start preparing. So there's a kind of a range of services from very basic all the way through to fully implementing the digital passport, product passport solution that we offer.
All right. So finally, we have this promotion window in this interview for you as well.
Yes.
So tell me, Matt, the final question: which kind of projects you already implemented or done? Because this is a really new topic. Do you have already some systems in place and some examples that the companies can take the example of?
So Protokol
of?
Yeah, so we have not any completed DPP projects yet. We have actually a number of engagements ongoing, and we're looking at a number of different pilots that will be run already in the first half of next year. And we're quite rapidly taking on more and more engagements that we're turning into pilots. So that's very exciting, and we're very looking forward to really getting in and learning more about the specifics of how implementation will work for different companies. We do see a lot of uniqueness when it comes from case to case. That's another good reason to run pilots as well for companies, to make sure that there's a system that is working for them, and it's not just a one size fits all, that there's tweaks that we can make that make it work particularly for them. So yeah, like I said, we're really looking at driving pilots right now because the legislation is a little bit unfinished. So we have a pilot-based solution that is built for running pilots or sort of smaller projects, and then we'll be ramping up our development alongside the EU regulations as they're released over the next year.